Hey guys, today I want to talk about the psychology of an expat. And be sure to like and subscribe, by the way. The psychology of an expat is kind of funny. And I talk to expats every day, new expats getting ready to come over here. And a lot of these guys, they are single guys, gone through divorces or divorce. Some of them have never been married. Some of them are taken off from their family because of situations. We talked a little bit about that, but I want to get into this kind of the psychology of an expat. A lot of the expats that I talk to, and like I said, I've talked to them every day, I would say the majority of them, they're not loners. They're lonely, okay? Their family has kind of cut them off for one reason or another, or their family has died off in many situations. The kids don't talk to them. A lot of them haven't had kids. And unfortunately, some people, would go as far as label them losers. And we get a lot of those too. But I wouldn't label everybody as a loser just because of, they're not married or they've been through a divorce or something like that. But we get some people over here where I would say they have emotional problems. Would I really label them a loser? Some of them, maybe. Some of these people that come over here, they just got a lot of issues, and they've been on the losing end of the stick for a long time, and they're kind of sad to watch, like I see them. And we also get the people over here that are hardcore jerks, and I've mentioned about them before. The people that you see, you say hi to, they just don't respond. At least I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, like, hey, how you doing, buddy? But I don't know. I see these people, I kind of feel bad for them in a way, but the majority of people that we got coming over here are good people. They want to take their stand. They want to take what's theirs. They want to live better. They want to not have to work 2 or 3 jobs to survive, even as a single person. They want to come over here and make it. They want to have a family. They want to have a girlfriend, most of them. Or they already have a girlfriend. Or they might already have a wife when they're coming over here. They might have already married a Filipino and took her back to the States. It worked out fine. And now they want to come back, And that's kind of the psychology of some of the expats over here. A lot of the expats that I see coming over here are great people. We have some great people coming over here. We do have a few people that I try to shy away from a little bit. And I try to tell them not to come over here because I don't think they have the money. I don't think they have the finances. It doesn't make them bad people, but it makes them making wrong choices for sure. If you come over here and you make a wrong choice, it's much harder to come back out of that from here and then go back to the United States and start over because you don't have a place. Some of these guys don't have a place to go back home, or somebody back home doesn't even want to deal with them, for one reason or another. They might have made their mistakes back home. They wanted forgiveness from their relatives, but their relatives won't give it, or maybe it's the other way around, the person back home, they don't want to forgive them because they did something bad to them. It goes both ways. I see it, and everybody in the United States or in the Western countries all kind of have these issues, both Aussies, UK, Canadian, whatever. We all have our issues and our baggage, let's face it. All of us do, The question is, are you going to leave it behind when you come here? And, if you're going to start your new life, definitely leave that crap behind. Because this is your new life, man. Step up to the plate and take a good swing at it, And, definitely don't give up when you get over here. And plan the hell out of it. The best thing that I ever did over here, coming here, was the planning stage. Because if I didn't plan everything out, and I wrote on that board, I started writing down medical, what I need to do for medical over here, insurance. I started researching all that stuff, how much I'd need. I started checking into insurance companies, different types of things, what I would need, talking to my girlfriend about things, figuring out where I'm going to live, lifestyle, what type of lifestyle do I want? Do I want to live in a poor area? Probably not, and if I did live in a poor area, would I be able to blend in without people noticing, hey, this guy's got a Macintosh computer, or this guy's this guy's got money, and he's living here with us so he can save, because people notice that over here. They do notice it, and some people just kind of leave you alone. The area that I live in, the people are all like, mostly my girlfriend's relatives, but also people that we consider like relatives. We've kind of taken them into our family. It's kind of like the way I work. I kind of adopt people, into my life. If they're close to me, they look out for me and they got my back, I got their back 100%, And it's a mentality over here that, if you're close with your neighbors, and you'll see what I'm saying over here when you get over here. People are close. They're tight over here. And one of the things, the best thing about living in the Philippines is they're the sweetest, kindest people over here in the Philippines. And I've said that many a times. The sweetest, kindest people you'll ever meet. And sometimes you run into some Filipinos that are hardcore jerks too. And I'm going to be honest about that. I'm not going to say that they're perfect. I don't put them up on a pedestal. But the majority of people over here, I find, are kinder and sweeter than back home in the U.S. I mean, in Western countries, we tend to have a lot of jerks. I mean, I'm just being honest. We have a lot of jerks. We have a lot of political strife. We have a lot of racial strife back home. And I think some of the racial strife, some of it is just not warranted because everybody's not a racist. I'm certainly not a racist, and I've been called that before, and I got sick of it. It was one of the reasons why I left the States. And sometimes I notice when I'm walking through like the VA or something like that, and I notice like there is some racism, but it's kind of self-inflicted racism. And by that I mean the whites kind of sit over in their section, the black guys will all kind of sit in their section, and it's not a good thing. I do see the black guys going out of their way sometimes to talk to the white guys, and the white guys trying to talk to the black guys and stuff, and I certainly do that. But I do notice that they kind of self-section themselves off, and on their own. And it just seems kind of weird because I'll sit down with anybody. I don't care who they are. And I'm not sure why that happens. I don't know if it's racism. I don't know if it's, like a kind of a thing where they're not thinking about it, but it just kind of happens. It's kind of weird. But anyway, just want to throw all that out there and talk a little bit about this stuff, about the psychology of expats and stuff like that. Veterans over here seem to have more of a connection, over here. It's one thing I notice. They got more to talk about. They have something in common together over here. And the majority of people over here, I would say, are veterans, the Americans at least. So it's kind of cool having that common. Unfortunately, you get a lot of these guys, and like we've talked about before, they're the Navy SEALs and stuff like that. And the majority of them aren't really Navy SEAls. They're probably a cook like me or something like that, So, I just find it kind of funny. And some of them did have good jobs or whatever, or served 20 years. Hey, more power to you if you can do that, But we do get our share of idiots among veterans too. We really do. And for the most part, though, most of our veterans over here are decent, upstanding people. But we do get our share of idiots among veteran expats over here. And it's just part of the way of life over here. But if you're coming over here, guys, what I tell people is this: when you find a good friend, keep them. Stay in touch with them. And when you find good people, whether it be Filipino or Americans or Australians or people from the UK, and you're friendly with them and you get along with them, stay close to them. Stay in touch with them. Because when you're not going to find too many people like that out there. A good friend is hard to find all throughout the world. And sometimes I kind of love the fact that I have my peace. I can be alone whenever I want, or I can, and a lot of the days I'm answering phone calls from people in the US or whatever, and that's my thing, because that's I consider that my job, because that's part of keeping this channel going. I help you guys. All I ask is that you watch my ads or whatever, and I'll answer your phone calls for free, and I'll answer your emails for free. I'll help you with the SRV process or answer any questions you have about becoming an expat or budgets or insurance or whatever. And you guys always know that, you know, I'm there for you, 100%. The average phone call I have is somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours sometimes. I've had phone calls upwards 3 hours with people answering questions. They wanted, you know, they had a lot of questions to ask. And I don't mind doing that. I actually enjoy it. Sometimes I make a lot of new friends, you know, and sometimes I meet up with these people, sometimes I don't, you know. Sometimes I you know, after I help them, I don't hear from them again, but that's fine too. I'm just here to help. You know, if I made a successful expat by helping him get his, you know, SRV retirement visa, then I succeeded and he succeeded. You know, because I succeeded in what I wanted to do was to help somebody, and he succeeded by becoming, you know, a successful expat by getting his retirement visa. And that's a good thing to have over here, and I tell people that all the time, you know. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to chat a little bit about that, you know, about the psychology of an expat. And like I said, most expats are decent people. But a lot of us, you know, there's a lot of loners that come over here. And don't be alone over here. This is a new life. You know, make new friends, make Filipino friends, and you'll be happy. You know, I have my family, my girlfriend's daughter, my little boy, and I've been blessed with that, you know, and you guys can have those same blessings. You know, you can have that same success. And I've given you, I hope I've shared a lot of my tools, but I think by sharing my feet on the ground, descriptions of things that I went through, I hope that helps you guys a lot more. And, you know, I hope to God it does, because I know you guys, a lot of guys that are coming over here, you wonder about these things. You wonder how to become successful. Remember what I said, get a whiteboard, write down everything that you want, need, and what you're gonna have to take care of, like health insurance, things like that. Put it all up there. And then, you know, research it. Check things off. Do a check-off sheet for when you go, how much you need to save for things. Get all your emergency stuff ready. We talk about all this stuff. Go back through my videos. Check all those things out. So, you know, I mean, I don't have to go through it on this video, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I have over 500 videos now. And there's all kinds of videos out there for each person. You just go back in my videos and you check them out, and there's always a little nugget in each video usually that will help you to be a successful expat. And we also talk about the psychology of expats here also, you know, and it's helped a lot of people, because I've had a lot of people write to me and tell me, you know, hey Steve, you hit the nail on the head with this one, you know, that's me. And then I get 20 phone calls in a row and they're all telling me the same thing, you know. So I know what it's like to be an expat, and I know a lot of people are tired of what's going on back in Western countries, or US or Canada or the UK or whatever. I feel you, I really do. I understand it, I get it, you know. But, you know, guys, over here, this is your life. When you come here, some people don't like it. Some people end up going back for one reason or another, you know, and that's okay. You know, some people, this isn't your cup of tea. But if you make it yours, you grab it, and you say, hey, I'm gonna make this life mine, it's a good life. You know, and that's the best thing I can tell you guys back home is grab the bull by the horns and make your life successful over here. But before you become successful over here, you got to be successful in your planning to come here, financially and everything else, and psychologically. Leave that dirt, any past crap that you have, leave that home. But anyway, guys, just want to throw that out there for today's vlog. God bless, guys. Take care.